Yo, guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to Life Beyond Part 2, the Museum of Alien Life. I reacted to Part 1 like a week ago, but obviously because I was away in London and this is my first reaction back, I posted it like 2 days ago and people enjoy the reaction. I obviously enjoyed it. I find these videos so fun to see. Whether all of it's true, some of it's like sort of opinions based on facts or whatever. I know all this stuff in these videos isn't 100% correct, but it allows your mind to like wonder and think. And for me personally, it just explodes my mind, man. The things that sort of pop up in these videos, it just makes you think about everything. It makes you realise how small and like unimportant we are, man, in this massive thing which is the universe, or just, yeah, whatever it is. It's just, we are so unimportant and so small. It does baffle me, man. But I love these videos. I love the fact that people enjoy my reactions to them. And I mean, yeah, let's just enjoy this one together. Grab your popcorn. It's going to be a long one, probably like a 45-50 minute video. Links are in the description to my Instagram and my Twitter for those interested in following me. Same for my Patreon. I'm going to be posting a Patreon exclusive video today, so if you're interested in that, links are there. But let's just jump into this, man. I'm excited for this one, baby. I really am. Are we entering the museum, huh? Oh, this is quite loud. Wait, let me just go back. I've not used the audio for a long time, so I'm just trying to adjust it. No, I'm gonna leave it as that. It can't be too, but it can't be that loud. What a series is this by? The Life Beyond series that obviously has become a series is amazing, man. The part 3, I don't know what it could be about, but it's gonna be something incredible, man. I'm excited for that, honestly.
To have any hope of finding alien life, we have to know what to look for. But where do we begin? How do we narrow down a seemingly infinite set of possibilities? There's one thing we know for sure. Nature will have to play by her own rules. No matter how strange alien life might be, it's going to be limited by the same physical and chemical laws that we are. On top of this, each alien environment will further limit what kinds of life forms can evolve there. Despite these natural boundaries, the possibilities are staggering to imagine. Trillions of planets, each a unique cauldron of chemicals undergoing their own complex evolution. To guide our thinking, this Museum of Alien Life will be divided into 2 exhibits. Life as we know it, home to beings with biochemistries like ours, and life as we don't know it, home to beings that challenge our concept of life itself.
Wait, what? This is about to blow my mind,
Before
man.
we venture too far into the unknown, we have to ask ourselves, what if alien life is more like us than we think?
Well, I always think, man, maybe we are the aliens. Look, I mean, we are in a sense, because if there's other living things out there, we're also aliens in a way, but we're not aliens. I don't know, like, it's hard to explain. We're aliens to them. But they probably call it something else. They probably don't call it aliens. But, like, we are that species that we consider other things being aliens, if there are other things living out there in the universe, which there 100% is. But, like, don't they say, like, I swear, I don't know, I'm not going to form the sentence very well, but something to do with, like, humans, how we're created and whatever it is sort of similar to, like, I think squids or something, or not jellyfish, I think it's squids. But how squids are so similar to us, like, I don't know, like, how, I think something to do with, like, squids are so similar to us, but some people think, because obviously squids look crazy, people think they're, like, aliens, they're aliens or whatever, because they just look wild. But then in terms of how they're actually, like, made from, like, the chemicals or whatever it is, it's so similar to us, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I know what I'm trying to think. I feel like I've seen a video before where it's been mentioned, and I mean, I just can't form it right, but yeah, I mean, we're just going to have to see. Maybe aliens billions of light years away will be built the exact same way as us. So, I mean, in terms of, like, the biology behind it, it's similar to humans, but obviously they've lived so far away and they've had these different environments, etc. They could have turned out so much different. Because obviously we're so similar to a lot of creatures on Earth, but we're so different to them.
If there's one feature that unites us with the other specimens in this museum, it's carbon.
Carbon is ubiquitous. It's one of the most common elements in the universe, and it's very good at forming large, stable molecules.
Carbon has the rare ability to form four-way bonds with other elements and to bind to itself in long, stable chains, enabling the formation of huge, complex molecules. This versatility makes carbon the centerpiece in the molecular machinery of life. And the same carbon compounds that we use have been found far from Earth, clinging to meteorites and floating in far-off clouds of cosmic dust. The building blocks of life, drifting like snow through the universe. And if alien life has selected other carbon compounds for their biochemistry, they will have plenty to choose from. Scientists recently identified over 1 million possible alternatives to DNA, all carbon-based. If we ever
Carbon-based, but we breathe it in and it will kill us. That's wild, man.
discover other carbon-based life forms,
I mean, obviously we don't breathe in carbon. We breathe in carbon dioxide. If we do that, it's bad. But still, how different is carbon dioxide? Carbon and... Is it completely different? Ah, I should know that, bruh. I should know that from my science days in school.
we would be fundamentally related.
That's what I'm
These
saying,
life
though.
forms we would be fundamentally
Like, these species billions of light years away could be built the exact same way as us, but they're so far away. Like, they're not actually aliens in that sense. Like, we're literally the same thing. We've just grown up in completely different environments. Oh my god, this baffles me, man.
related. They would be our cosmic brethren. But
What if everyone on this Earth, if we're actually family, and then you've got billions of these Earths all over the universe, and they're like actually family? Like, we consider our close family, like mum and dad, brothers and sisters, our family. What if we're all family on this Earth, and then every other Earth, or every other planet that has different species on it, that's built the same way as us, same compounds, etc. But there's so many of them out there that they're all just families, and we I don't know, and then we're all like cousins with people from these other universes and these other planets, etc. Oh my god. I mean, not technically, but we're built the same way. Oh my god, man.
they look anything like us.
Hell.
If they hail from Earth-like planets, we could share even more in common than just our biochemistry.
What would life be like on other planets if it has evolved? Would it be like the world today here on Earth? Or would it be completely different? There are those who argue that from the argument of convergent evolution, if conditions on other planets are similar to here, then we would see very similar life forms. Animal and plant-like organisms that look
What the
very
hell is that?
familiar.
Donkey fish? Some booky looking snail?
On Earth, certain features like eyesight, echolocation, and flight have evolved multiple times independently in different species. This process of convergent evolution could extend to alien planets like Earth, where creatures face similar environmental pressures. It's no guarantee, but there could be certain universalities of life. The greatest hits of evolution on...
Bro, sorry for pausing a lot, but I'm just thinking, imagine there's, in our universe, so not in an alternate universe, but in our universe there's an Earth with the exact same situation where it's like, I don't know, like, the planets are aligned how it is in our Milky Way, the sun's where it is, and the Earth there was built, or the planet there was built the exact same way as Earth, and it's all turned out the exact same, so you've got all these animals living there, you've got me living here in another dimension with someone with a different mind. Not in another dimension. On another planet, in the same dimension, just so far away. That, I mean, I'm sure that would never be able to happen. But just imagine that case, like everyone's the same, but just with different minds. Like everything that's happening now. I don't know, man. I can't ever find out these things. So I just ask these questions that are never going to be answered, or just these silly questions that are so unimaginable and obviously aren't possible. But I just think, what if there's that 1% chance that there is?
repeat across the universe.
These are some weird looking eyes. What the fuck?
Each feature would be attuned to its local environment.
Is that a fly?
Dimly lit planets would produce huge eyes to suck in extra light, like nocturnal mammals.
Some people have gone
Kind
so
of
far
fly.
as to say that human-type organisms, humanoids, will occur on other planets.
The existence of other human-like organisms seems unlikely, given the long, convoluted chain of events that produced us. But we can't rule it out. If just one in every 100 trillion Earth-like planets produced a human-like form, there could still be thousands of creatures like us out there.
Okay. That's good. That's a good thought, I guess.
Convergent evolution is also rampant in plant life, and C4 photosynthesis has arisen independently over 40 times. Would alien plants look like ours or something else entirely?
That's a crazy thought as well. The plants being differently. Jesus, man.
On Earth, plants appear green because they absorb the other wavelengths in the sun's light spectrum. But stars come in many colors. And alien plants would evolve different pigments to adapt to their sun's unique spectrum.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Plants feeding off hotter stars could appear redder by absorbing their energy-rich bluer light. Around dim red dwarf stars, vegetation could appear black, adapted to absorb all visible wavelengths of light. Earth itself may have once appeared purple due to a pigment called retinol that was an early precursor to chlorophyll.
Jeez.
Some think that retinol's molecular simplicity could make it a more universal pigment.
Bro, imagine everything was purple. God
If
damn.
so, we may find that purple is life's favorite color. But the color of alien vegetation is more than just a curiosity. It's chemical information that can be seen from light years away. Earth plants leave a signature bump in the light reflected off our planet. Finding a similar signal from another world could point the way to alien vegetation. Perhaps this will be our first glimpse at alien life. A vibrant hue cast by a distant world.
What happens when you change the day length of a planet? What happens when you change the tilt of a planet? What happens when you change the shape of the orbit? What happens when you change the gravity of a planet?
Planets with long elliptical orbits would see drastic seasons. There could be worlds that appear dead for thousands of years, then suddenly spring to life. Most of the rocky planets discovered so far have been massive super-Earths. How would life evolve on these worlds? In the seas, gravity may not matter much at all.
A high-gravity planet isn't high gravity all over. If you're in the sea, and that's where all life starts, there's very nearly no gravity because you're much the same density as the stuff around you. It's when the animals come out on land that they feel the gravity.
High G-forces would necessitate large bones and muscle mass in complex life on land. They would also demand a more robust circulatory system. And plant life could be stunted by the energy cost of carrying nutrients under stronger gravity. Low-gravity planets would more easily lose their atmospheres to space and lack a magnetic field to protect from cosmic rays. But smaller worlds could be home to secret oases. Huge cave systems that provide hideouts for life. The smallest possible habitable planets are estimated at 2.5% Earth's mass. If surface life does evolve on these worlds, it could be a sight to behold. Plant life could grow to towering heights, able to carry nutrients higher in lesser gravity.
Oh god, big ass mushrooms.
And without the need for bulky skeletons and muscle mass, animals could have body types that boggle the mind.
What the fuck?
Here on Earth, it took 3 billion years for evolution to produce complex plant and animal life. Simpler organisms are hardier, more adaptable, and more widespread. The largest collection in the Museum of Alien Life would likely be the Hall of Microbes. Yet finding even the tiniest alien microbe would be a profound discovery. And bite-sized life could leave a big footprint. Like stromatolites on Earth, layers of microbes could build up into huge rock mounds over time, leaving behind eerie structures. And in big enough numbers, some alien bacteria could leave a distinct biosignature by exhaling gases that wouldn't coexist naturally, like oxygen and methane.
Wait,
It's almost
wait.
Nature. By exhaling gases that wouldn't coexist naturally, like oxygen and methane.
What the f... Wait, exhaling oxygen and methane, wait.
There's ways to make oxygen without life, there's ways to make methane without life, but to have them in the atmosphere together is almost impossible unless you've got biology making those gases at the surface. And it would have an imprint on the planet's spectrum of colors.
Next-generation space telescopes could find a signal like this on a world not far from home.
The closest Sun-like star with an Earth-like exoplanet in the habitable zone is probably only 20 light years away and can be seen with the naked eye.
Most brown dwarfs are too hot to support life as we know it, but some are just cold enough. All the prime elements for life have been detected inside their atmospheres. And within these clouds, some layers would provide ideal temperatures and pressures for habitability. There could be photosynthetic plankton in these skies, kept aloft by churning upwinds. And with enough force, these upwinds could even support larger, more complex life. Predators.
Aye. This is baffling me. In just our galaxy alone, jeez, man.
This raises a crucial question. What if we've been looking in all the wrong places? What if nature has other ideas?
Exhibit 2. Hyperspeed don't know it. Oh, but if I thought that last part was crazy, I reckon this part now is gonna be like what I've just seen times 1,000, man. Again, maybe some of this isn't even true, but it just allows your mind to wander and just have all this imagination. Some people will take these videos too seriously, or take my reactions as if like I'm believing every single thing. I'm just taking it in and trying to sort of judge my own sort of opinion. And as well as that, I'm just trying to just allow my mind to just explore and just go crazy with what I'm seeing and what I'm sort of learning about. Or what I'm learning about, like, again, could be true. Some of this will be true. Some of this won't probably be true. I know a YouTube creator like this isn't going to know the ins and outs of the universe, but it just allows your mind to wander, and that's why I like these videos. People just get too serious, man. A very small percentage. That's not subnatural, that's just a donut, mate.
Most of the universe is too cold or too hot for liquid water and the biochemistry that supports life as we know it. But in case our biases are misleading, we have to cast a wide net to search for life outside the habitable zone, in places that seem wildly hostile to us. Exotic environments will demand exotic biochemistries, and while no element can match carbon's versatility, one contender is a frontrunner.
Silicon. What?
At first glance, silicon seems similar to carbon. It forms the same four-way bonds and is also abundant in the universe. But a closer look reveals that these two elements are false twins. Silicon bonds are weaker and less prone to forming large, complex molecules. Despite this, they can withstand a wider range of temperatures, opening up intriguing possibilities.
Fuck me, man.
Life based on the silicon atom instead of carbon would be more resistant to the extreme cold, providing a whole new range of weird forms.
But silicon has a problem. In the presence of oxygen, it binds into solid rock. To avoid turning to stone, silicon beings might be confined to oxygen-free environments, like Saturn's frigid moon, Titan.
That close to
Its
us?
vast lakes of liquid methane and ethane could be an ideal medium for silicon-based life or other radical biochemistries. Without ample sunlight, beings on worlds like Titan would likely be chemosynthetic, deriving their energy by breaking down rocks. Such life forms could have ultra-slow metabolisms and life cycles measured in millions of years.
Don't say like sun worlds away. Fuck off. What? Again, I know I had a comment that's sticking in my mind, and it's like it was like how I believe everything I see. Maybe I come across like I do. I know this may not be possible, but he's sort of going into this to sort of explore the ideas. And I'm just here to sort of learn about these ideas that, again, may be true, may not be true. I know there's going to be someone who's going to be like, bro, don't think everything you're seeing is real. I know that, alright? I do know that. I do have a mind of myself, but I'm just quite like, I just like to sort of, I like the idea of thinking this stuff is true, even if it isn't. So maybe I'll come across and I'll say certain things that make people think that I'm like 100% now sure this is true, even though he's not even, the person making this video isn't even certain themselves. They're just sort of going into it just to explore the ideas. But the fact that this is even an idea just, yeah, it makes me excited to see what's going to happen next. But it also scares me because life living in these kinds of conditions, oh my days. Let's see what comes in now. Some lava fish? Like what?
In high temperatures, typically rigid silicon-oxygen bonds become more flexible and reactive, triggering more dynamic chemistry.
Life always finds
This
a way,
led
man.
to
That's the
a truly
thing.
bizarre proposal. Silicon-based life forms that live inside molten silicate rock.
That's a crazy ass thought, man.
In theory, these forms could even exist deep beneath the Earth inside magma chambers as part of a shadow biosphere. If so, then the aliens are right under our noses.
Well, shit.
Other shadow biospheres have been proposed, forms of life living alongside us that we don't even know are here, including tiny RNA-based life small enough to go undetected by existing instruments.
How small is that?
Clouds of dust in empty space might seem like the last place you'd expect to find anything living. But when cosmic dust makes contact with plasma, a type of ionized gas, something strange happens. In simulated conditions, dust particles have been seen spontaneously self-organizing into helical structures that resemble DNA. These plasma crystals even begin to exhibit lifelike behavior, replicating, evolving into more stable forms, and passing on information. plasma is the most common state of matter in the universe. If complex evolving plasma crystals really exist, and if they can be considered life, they could be its most common form.
Okay.
When massive suns explode, some collapse into ultra-dense cores called neutron stars. Hulking masses of atomic nuclei crammed together like sardines. Conditions on the surface are mind-boggling. Gravity is 100 billion times stronger than Earth's.
You're just stuck to the surface then, God damn.
But beneath their iron nuclei crust lies something strange. A hot, dense sea of neutrons and subatomic particles. Stripped of their electron shells, these nuclei would obey entirely different laws of chemistry, based not on the electromagnetic force, but the strong nuclear force which binds nuclei together. In theory, these particles could link up to form larger macronuclei, which could then combine into even bigger supernuclei. If so, then this bewildering environment would mimic the basic conditions for life: heavy nucleon molecules floating in a complex particle ocean. Some scientists have proposed the unimaginable. Exotic life forms drifting through this strange particle sea, living, evolving, and dying on incomprehensibly fast timescales.
What next, man?
Life is not something that has to evolve naturally. It can be designed. And once intelligence is introduced into the evolutionary process, a Pandora's box is opened.
Wait, so this would be considered as life? Like robots and stuff, would that be considered as life? Or is it considered as life? That's a whole new thing for me, god damn.
Typical biological limitations, synthetic and machine-based life could be the most successful of all.
I'm not wrong with that.
It could thrive almost anywhere, including the vacuum of space, opening up vast frontiers unavailable to biological organisms. And compared to the glacial pace of natural selection, technological evolution allows exponentially faster growth, adaptability, and resilience. By some estimates, autonomous self-replicating machines could colonize an entire galaxy in as little as 1 million years.
In as little as 1 million years.
We can't predict how hyper-intelligent life would organize itself. But in theory, there could be convergent evolution at play. The electrical properties of silicon might make it a universal basis for machine intelligence, a redemption for its biological shortcomings.
This graph again.
As the universe ages, perhaps machine intelligence will come to dominate, and naturally occurring biological life will be viewed as a quaint starting point. Perhaps we ourselves will lead this transition, and the great human experiment will be merely a first link in a sprawling intergalactic chain of life.
Isley has said that one does not meet oneself until one catches the reflection from an eye other than human. One day that eye may be that of an intelligent alien. And the sooner we eschew our narrow view of evolution, the sooner we can truly explore our ultimate origins and destinations.
What an incredible video again, man. It's like I'm like in a trance and I'm just floating through all of it, man. One of my favourite videos on YouTube, just effing gorgeous visuals and super interesting topic. Life Beyond Part 3, baby. Whenever that comes, I am ready. Because if people are correct in this, from what they're saying, and it's in December, this coming month, I am going to love that, man. But we can only hope, right? What a piece of art. Holy shit, this deserves global recognition. There's absolutely nothing like this on the internet, not only on YouTube, it's beyond perfection. Today, on September 23rd, 2021, I'm discovering Melody Sheep and nothing will ever be the same. Yeah, I feel that. Imagine watching this in the cinema with 3D glasses. That would have been fucking cool. That would be sick, actually. That would be incredible. This is the kind of video you just can't look away from once you start. This is art, man. What a video, bro, honestly. I am subscribed, right? Yeah, I am. Because this... I don't know what video is better. The first one, the second one? Time-lapse of the future. They've got so many elite videos, man. What more is there? So these are the 3 big ones, yeah? Or the 4 big ones. I forgot about the time-lapse of the entire universe. That was an incredible video as well. Yeah, man. Incredible stuff. But if you want more reaction like this, just suggest them in the comments. As always, I always try and react to what the people want most. And, I mean, yeah. That's just pretty much it, to be honest. I'm just kind of lost if this video is incredible. But what are your thoughts on this? Do you agree with it? Do you think, like, the idea of life being in certain places where they sort of suggested here is just impossible? Like, what do you think on this? But for me personally, I'm just here to sort of allow my mind to wander, and this is exactly what this did, and this is exactly what this channel does for me, man. It just allows me to just think these crazy ass things that, I don't know, just may never be possible, may never be true, but it just, the thought is what it makes and what it creates, man. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. More of this stuff on the way. And yeah, until next time, like, subscribe. Peace.